instantly. So from my perspective, what is really scary about what Kim is bringing up and has actually demonstrated is that it takes 15 seconds for a loss of innocence. And a loss of innocence, guys, doesn't just go away. It is a lifetime of loss. TikTok is not a problem in itself, but a lot of this issue is occurring on TikTok and other platforms. But again, I go back to our children and this concept of a loss of innocence. You know, when I was a young man, we used to have to go out and buy pornography if we wanted to have that magazine, but we had to have it in a magazine and we would stash it and then you would, open it and do whatever you were going to do with your magazine. But the truth is, what is different about today is you had to get access to a magazine and you had to seek it and you had to get it, and it was physical and it was much harder to get than this idea you give a cell phone to a youngster and they literally have a pornographic bookstore at their disposal without having to pay a dime. And so the idea that pornography 30 years ago is the same as pornography today is not true. And the idea that pornography is the same as it was 100 years ago, again, is falsely not true. So from my perspective, I hope that everyone listening to us tonight will realize that when Kim also says parents need to get involved, it's because the threat is completely different than it used to be. And that's the change. And I know a lot of us that are a little older tend to want to look at only the bright side of these issues because we know for experience that most of the time we do okay, that we come out of these situations okay. But this is one time I say, wait a second. The difference between the situations we're used to and today is the instantaneous degree of harm. And that is why I'm not out here wasting my time trying to tell you, please pay attention, please save your children. I'm coming out because the time frames and the speed of everything has really shifted and changed. And I would say to you, and arguably I would say, in a very negative direction overall. The amount of hate in this country has gone through the roof in addition. So on those two bases, loss of innocence and just hate, we've got to start taking this stuff seriously and realizing there's a course for this.
Absolutely. It's a different playing field now.